Hello, people. This interview today is very special because I am here with two wonderful people that I had the chance to meet. Here you have Santiago from Mexico. They came to Brazil as the first exchange student with a disability. Chuy was the person who gave care to his brother while he was here. His exchange program was for 2 weeks, and now we're going to talk to them about this experience. So you're going to listen Chuy speaking Spanish with Santiago. We're going to speak in English most of the time. Chuy is going to translate to Santiago. Welcome to the channel, Chuy. Santiago. Nice to have you here. Chuy, tell us, how was the process of coming to Brazil with your brother? How did it work?
I don't know how to describe it. It was stressing at the beginning. I was happy about it, but it's still something new. Therefore, change is rough. I was questioning myself and my brother if it was the right thing to do. Well, we thought it wasn't going to be easy. Apparently, it's easier and better than what we expected. It was not as rushed as we thought. You know, like when somebody has a disability and you want to make them try something new, you think people are gonna reject this project. Something normal changes that way. But everything is different now.
For Santiago, how did he feel when he first came to Brazil for his exchange program?
He's telling me that he felt just fine. He cannot describe it otherwise. He just felt amazing that he could go there, to be there. He was very excited. Just knowing Bia, her family, and Gerardo, it was amazing.
Bia and Gerardo were the host family for Santiago and Chuy. They were the first ones from this project that I created for AFS Brazil, the exchange program. I had the chance to meet Santiago and Chuy in person in Brasilia, the capital of the country. Thalita and I, we had the chance to meet him. It was amazing. Chuy, you had an exchange program in Italy. How can you compare your exchange program and Santiago's exchange program?
I would describe it as something very special, very different, since in Italy, I grew, as you said, I discovered who I was. Here in Brazil, it was completely different for me. I think for my brother was pretty much the same. He went out of Mexico without his parents, but for him, it's a big thing to do.
Yeah.
It's pretty much the same. I was just a helper as my parents and friends in Italy were for me.
That's nice. Sanchi, what was the biggest moment for you in Brazil and the saddest moment for you in Brazil?
He said that his greatest moment is to feel the place as home. He says that the difficult part of it was to leave the family.
The Brazilian family, you mean, the host family, right? When you two came back from Brazil, what was the biggest lesson for you, Chuy?
For me, the biggest lesson was to see how Brazil is over what I expected in these kind of situations. One of the examples is in the airport. People treat us without letting people know what the problem was or anything. People helped us a lot. For instance, in the school also, we had a few people that were very close to us. Also, the family was very nice. We have a relationship with them still. A lot of time has gone. And Bia, for example, they talk all the time.
What about you? What did you learn after coming back to Mexico after being in Brazil?
Extrañaba mucho mi ciudad de Aguascalientes.
He says that what he learned is that he appreciated somehow his hometown, being outside. That's what he learned, to be outside the comfort zone.
Well, before we finish, I want to say something. For me, it was an honor to meet you both. I told you that in person. Receiving Santiago for me when I was a chairman for AFS, along with all the people that helped this happen, for me, it was a big step ahead in history. And I would like to thank you, Chuy, for being so open and careful with your brother, embracing the situation, being so kind and patient, understanding the disabled person, because this project was created by me and another big person from AFS Brazil, Mr. Tachi Casal, who lives in Asuncion. We never thought that Santi would be the first one and would be such a lovely person to have around. I had a great pleasure to meet you and to be next to you for 2 days and talk, and also with Bia, who took such a good care of you guys. Thank you very much for letting this happen. And thank you, Santiago, for enjoying so much when you saw me in Brasilia. It was very good for me because you were so lovely with me and Talita. And I can't forget that moment ever in my life. Thank you so much.
De nada, claro que sí. Aquí estás. Muchas
Uh,
gracias.
he said thank you,
Thank
and
you.
you're
Now,
welcome.
before we finish, we're going to play a game. I'm going to start with Santi. My family is
Mi familia es tu familia. My family is beautiful.
Brazil was.
Sí, fue
Mejor experiencia.
my best experience.
I love to.
He loved tennis.
The most beautiful word for me is
La palabra más bonita para mí es I love you.
awesome. Chuy, now it's your turn. Brazil was
Brazil was stunning.
meeting people through Santiago.
Makes me wonder why aren't we more open?
Yes. My biggest lesson from Brazil was
Love doesn't have discrimination.
when my brother had the chance to have an exchange program, I felt
Proud.
awesome. My biggest dream is,
My biggest dream is to help the world, I would say.
yeah, nice. Now you two have to ask me 5 questions.
What do you felt when you make this dream come true?
I felt that I could do to people what I couldn't do
He's asking why were you so kind with him?
because I like to be kind to people, and especially to him, who's such a special person.
He's asking when are you gonna come to Mexico?
I don't know. We have to wait for the pandemic to go away. And then when I have the chance, I go there to see you and to meet your parents, who are so lovely as well. Okay, Chuy, now you ask me 5 questions.
When you first started this program, do you thought it was gonna be the way it was?
It was a long road. We have to mention Doris, who's amazing, who was tirelessly with me, along with the national director from Brazil as well at the time. And it was a wonderful thing when we had the confirmation that you and Santiago would come to Brazil.
I would like to ask you if you think it's going to be possible in, well, not short term, but mid-term, to restart the program the way we thought it was going to be after the pandemics.
The new director of AFS already spoke to me, telling me that he wants to keep going with the program. And
I'm happy about it.
thank you.
How do you see yourself in 5 years?
With much more wrinkles, much older, but I still hope that I can teach English as much as I am doing now, dealing with the YouTube as well. That's what I hope.
Perfect.
Okay, so before we finish, I always have a sentence or a quote or a message. And for you two is, I'm meeting you both.
Okay, conocerlos a los dos.
It was a great experience.
Gran experiencia.
But when I saw you both, I could notice that you have a huge heart,
Un corazón grandotote.
a wonderful family, and that you were wonderful and unforgettable people.
Inolvidable.
You two taught me a wonderful lesson that I'll never forget.
Increíble que nunca la olvidaré. No, it's-
And I am so proud to have met you both. And I would like to thank Doris, Bia, AFS Brazil, for giving me and helping me with this exchange program, who was so important for Santiago, for giving me the chance of meeting you two, who are wonderful people.
Mucha obrigado.
Muito obrigado.
De nada. He's speaking Portuguese. Thank you guys for being so lovely and so kind all the way through. You'll always be in my heart, both of you. And whatever you need me for, I am one cell phone message away from you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Guys, this interview was very, very special. These are two wonderful human beings. It was a very special interview, very different from the other ones that I do, but it needed to be because we have these two amazing creatures here. Thank you both. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.